morning, so I'm gonna need y'all to give me some of that energy. Y'all know I can tell from them people, I was like, you know, they real chill, but I heard y'all not really chill. So I'm gonna need y'all to vibe with me a little bit because this is actually my first official speaking engagement. So thank you very much. What's your name right here? Are you? Yeah. Ashley. Ashley. I just want to tell y'all, Ashley is like y'all #1 fan. No, seriously, I really admire that because every single person that got an award today, she was on y'all side, and I appreciate that. So the award you got today, you absolutely deserve it. Thank you. This podium a little short. I'm a little tall. I don't know. So yeah, I grew up in a family that was one check away from homeless. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. So do me a favor. If I say anything that you agree with, that you can relate to, that you feel like, can y'all give me some poetry snaps? Come on, y'all. That's better, that's better. But deeper than my family having financial problems, I was abused. I was neglected. I had moved around so much between family members as a kid that I didn't even attend a school for more than 2 years, until high school. I hear them snaps, so I feel y'all, we vibing. No one cared about me. No one cared about Janeise. No one was checking for me. In fact, the only thing that they seemed to care about when it came to me was my failures, my heartaches, and my setbacks. And you know people love to be messy, right? Yep. They'll talk about that, right? Yeah. Y'all should be this morning. So what do? I had to make choices. As you guys have already heard, my name is Janeise. I actually used to work with Yvette, so I'm very honored to be here. I am an Oakland native, and I hella love my city. And also, I thank Joseph for actually trusting me to be here to you guys and tell my story. The best thing that ever happened to me in my childhood was me joining NJROTC under the leadership of my senior chief. It's like a junior Navy program that's similar to this program, and it has the same goals. So thank you guys for having me here. I'm excited. I was a top-ranking cadet. I was motivated and I was dedicated, or so I thought. I guess I forgot to mention to you guys that not only did I repeat my senior year, making me a super senior, but the second time I went back and I still didn't finish those requirements. So for 3 years, the sound of graduation music made me sick to my stomach because I was supposed to be there too. Why didn't I finish? Why wasn't I given the tools? Why didn't anybody push me? Why me? Why me? And I know that's cliche, but why not me? Right? Forget who didn't teach me this, forget who didn't teach me that. I had to figure life out on my own. And I did, along with some amazing friends that were sent into my life to help set the example that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Okay, so I'm gonna rush through the years a little bit. I enrolled in community college after getting my high school diploma online, so I did, in fact, get my high school diploma. I had always wanted to be and pursued my dream as a broadcast journalist, but school takes forever. And I was an independent woman with an apartment, a car note, and 2 dogs to feed. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, yes, girl, they're my kids. Yes. So I went to cosmetology school. Like I'd always done hair when I was a kid, and I was learning new things on myself. But I kind of felt like I was a little hesitant because I kind of felt like, what if this career isn't good enough? So, but you know, I told myself that way. And you know, sometimes we get in our own way, right? But anyway, I did finish cosmetology school. And then I graduated from community college with a certificate, and a few months later, I went to the board and I achieved my license. Even in cosmetology school, people were telling me that I wasn't gonna make it, and I had jealous girls treat me poorly. Needless to say, I don't know where they at and if they even doing hair or not. So, but you know, hold on, sorry if I cross the lines of professionalism, but when it comes to your story, my story, we have to be transparent because there's a message in that, right? Okay. So the first time in my life I had completed something from start to finish, and couldn't nobody tell me nothing. But life was still tough. I was still suffering. I dealt with many women breaking my heart, and one heartbreak in particular that resulted in my girlfriend at the time cheating on me with a childhood acquaintance, resulting in me losing more than just my relationship. We actually went to the same church, and I lost my entire church family due to secrecy and lies. Shit happens. And again, nobody was checking for me. And it's crazy how church is supposed to heal you and not harm you, but that's a sermon for another time. Okay? And when your finances aren't right, nothing is right, right? I was depressed and isolating myself, but everybody thought I had it all together. I didn't. I medicated myself with sleep, cigarette, and wine, and that was my version of getting high because other stuff just don't work out for me. I hear them snaps. The only reason why I left my couch in my lonely but beautiful top floor apartment was because of my dogs. They needed me. They needed to go outside and needed to eat, so I had to get up. So I had a little bit of motivation to keep going. But boy, life will come at you fast. So I went back to community college after finishing cosmetology school this time because I had more confidence than I lacked before. I knew that no matter what I started, I would finish it. And I did. I finished 2 more semesters up at Merritt, and then I transferred to SF State, San Francisco State University. I hear him, thank you. I couldn't believe it. I was actually attending a university at 28 years old. I'm 31 now. And I was studying broadcast and electronic communication arts, and I stand before you today. Something that seemed like a dream to me was actually reality, but let me be clear though. I have 4 sisters from my father and my stepmom who were all in college and college bound. But on my maternal side, my mother's side, the girl that they talked about said that would come up pregnant, they only knew I was a lesbian. The oldest daughter, I'm the oldest daughter, the granddaughter, I'm the first niece, the first cousin. I was an example at first of what not to do, but then I became the example of what to do. Y'all want to talk about it? It's okay. So after my first year at State, I was taking 18 units a semester. I landed keys to my salon. Where, when, and how would take up this entire assembly, but just know that I stayed in school full-time while running my own business. Today, I am in a transitionary phase with my business because I have so many ideas and plans and goals, and guess what? I will conquer them all, and I will not engage in anything that is not in alignment in my purpose, right? So all that extra stuff, if it don't fit, if it's not going to benefit, if it's not going to sow, I'm not doing it, right? So, when I was briefed on this event, I was informed that the theme for this meeting is focused on the LGBTQ community. If you were listening to me and you're not listening to your stomach growling because you didn't have a proper breakfast, you would have heard me mention the fact that I am queer in so many words, meaning my sexuality does not define me and I don't define it. I don't follow any rules. I do me, and I have since my first girlfriend in 8th grade. Okay. Y'all serious. Has being a lesbian / queer hindered me in any way? Career-wise, no. Education-wise, nah. But I do really wish that I had this powerful story about how my sexuality played a huge factor in my failures or successes, but I would be a lie. The truth of the matter is that I am Black and I am a woman, and I've experienced a lot of racism, discrimination, and sexism, but who I sleep with hasn't been much of a concern to anyone except some parts of my family. So the lesson in that, what's the lesson in that? Do you? That's right. You see, I've always carried this unapologetic demeanor. And when you are confident in who you are, no one else matters. And let's be clear, I'm very confident in being Black and in being a Black woman, but this is America. So at this moment, I would like to pay respect to all of those in the LGBTQ community who have paved the way for me to educate myself and work towards my goals without being attacked or discriminated against. I am able to work on being successful without having to hide who I am, and I take no credit for that, but I am very, very grateful. In closing, on nearly every social media bio I have, there is a Black fist emoji, a little woman with her hand like this, and a rainbow. And somewhere not too far away, it will say unapologetic. Our parents, our families were the first gods that we knew, and then we ventured off into the world that would either eat us up or work in our favor. This past May, my very small quote on the slideshow for the Black graduation ceremony at SF State said that I survived because the fire inside of me burned brighter than the fire around me. And I wish I could take credit for that quote, but I didn't write it. I found it somewhere. But I do know that from the moment I saw it, I held it close to my heart. And I remember it when I really feel like my world is crumbling down. I'm telling y'all, if I had an hour to talk, I would really give it to y'all. I only had 10 minutes. So what I want to tell you guys today is that you are first amazing and beautiful for even being here. Like, I am so impressed with this program. I like the way that you guys run this. I'm very impressed. I want you guys to continue to set your goals and make steps every single day towards your goals. In fact, I was helping a friend host recently, and like public speaking and entertainment is kind of what I want to do, but sometimes if things aren't in alignment with my spirit and where I feel like I'm going, sometimes you have to step back, and that's okay. Don't let anybody get in your head. Just push through. I believe in myself, and I believe in you guys too. So.